Jumanta Gakelebone, thank you for being here. You are here in Bonn to represent the Botswanan organization First People of the Kalahari. And this organization has received the Right Livelihood Award, so-called Alternative Nobel Prize, in 2005. What is the central aim of your organization and what is the central aim of your work currently?
The First People of Kalahari's aim of work is to defend the right of indigenous people in Botswana called Basara, Bushmen, Sam, whatever anyone can be calling them. What we found was that these people used to have their own traditional lands which they survived on, and now the government have started to be moving them from those lands and giving them what the government want. That was done for many ways. It's either to pave way for tourism, it's another way to pave way for diamonds, it's another way to pave way for rich farmers to go and fence that land so that they can rear cattle on it. So we started the organization in 1993, and its aim was to say, no, look, these are people. They've been healthier staying in that environment. They've not destroyed it. They're sweet for the environment. They should stay. That's been the aim of the organization.
And currently you have a second role as a politician, is that correct?
Yeah, after something about more than 10 years working with the organization, it comes to my mind because we have been talking with people which we call the policymakers, which are politicians, which is the government. And I found myself not having a room to be close to them to really advise them onto what really they want. And then I end up joining the politics. Now I'm a member of council from a small village called Nobel for those people who should be relocated from my land, which is called the Central Kalahari Game Reserve. My aim there is to get closer to government and to advise them in a way, better way how to pattern their policies towards our livelihoods.
And speaking of what you really want and what the First People of the Kalahari really want,
but actually,
yeah,
what we really want is that many people say that we say that because you don't want development. Many people say that no, you want to be looking and staying a primitive way of life, which is good, which is nice. But what we've seen is that we're seeing the world making a mistake. We're seeing what people are doing in the name of development. But what we're saying is that they are people. They have got knowledge. They've been there for more than thousands of years on that land. They've been living. To me, that was development. So whatever which they hold is either wildlife, is other resources on the land, it belongs to them. So if you want to develop them, use that to develop because they have got the knowledge. Then they will co-opt with what you are doing, and they should be part and parcel on what you are doing. So at the end of the day, they know what we have done wrong. Not now everyone is like, what have we done to the world? People are complaining about the climate exchange. People are complaining about the diseases. And this is something which is being created by women. And then our aim is to really correct that mistake and not let it go.
Speaking of development, is something very central to a workshop, and the title of a workshop is Agricultural and Social Transformation, Securing Livelihoods in Sub-Saharan Africa, different countries in Sub-Saharan Africa. And we talked about development and what it means to your people and what scientists and politicians or whatever mean when they talk about development. What are the concrete transformations in the name of development that your people face currently?
I always sometimes ask that question to other people and say that you find healthier people on the healthier environment, and on the name of development you move them, and we find a lot of some people dying of dangerous diseases, incurable diseases, tuberculosis, HIV/AIDS, and so many other diseases like that disease called gout. There are people who are living with meat. They eat meat for their whole life. They could eat as much as they can, but now when they eat meat, they get sick and say they're sick of gout. Because you wanted to develop them. You give them cattle, which we inject every day, and they consume that. And that maybe is not for human consumption. So whatever you give them on the name of development is what is not really for their body, and it harms their health. So it's a big challenge with my people. I was seeing a lot of people die nowadays because of those dangerous diseases, one thing was that when they come, they were not aware of those diseases. We just bring them and say that, get on the track, go and get developed. We're going to develop a nice clinic, you're going to have a school, you're going to have good running water, which they are there. What is the use of the clinic right now, which cannot cure HIV, AIDS, and tuberculosis, and we're seeing people dying? Now, it's a question which we all have to ask ourselves and pause and see and look backward and find how we have done something wrong and try to correct it before it comes late.
Thank you for helping us to pause and look back. That's what we've done yesterday during your presentation. And during this workshop, you met a lot of agricultural scientists from other African countries, practitioners, and also activists and NGOs and organizations here in Bonn. What do you, after looking back at these 3 days, which have been very intense, and what do you personally take home from this workshop?
To my knowledge, I think I've gathered enough from this workshop. Now I'm well equipped to bring better argument to my fellows, colleagues, which I work with, which we call them policymakers, and to try to drive them on the right way of channel of development, especially of go to agriculture, because we are new in agriculture. And especially people have been talking about a lot of things happening in agriculture. Now, what I've experienced is that the meat we eat from cattle after vaccination is something which is harming us. The food right now we give to our kids and our children, and the milk and everything we give is harming them. And one of the presenters was talking about cancer is something being brought about the food we eat. And I said, wow. And I'm sitting on the chamber and accusing some other people of not giving our children the food or the products from the field, in which I'm really saying that now I'm encouraging that person to kill our kids. And this was one of my statements I made before I came here on the council, accusing an officer and say that, you, look at what we do. We feed our children with the milk. And now you're telling me that standard milk, but when they go to the cattle post, I just milk the milk straight from the cow and give it to him. And now, really, I have to go back and really withdraw that statement, because to me now it shows that what I was saying is wrong. What we need to do is that to go backwards and find another kind of methods which we could use in the country. We're seeing a lot of African people. Now there's a lot of diseases. Diabetes, high blood, what, no, there is not, each and every day comes something new. Now I've learned that this is caused because of what we eat. And then I think I'm actually run open, because we are lucky we still have got virgin land, and then we have to see how better we can produce food from than what other people are doing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.